Oh hey look, I'm in Germany, and yes, I'm here for Essen, but first, I gotta get on a train and travel with that guy, Matthew Jude, who you might know, and if you don't, you should. We spent a couple days in Bavaria visiting the castle of Mad King Ludwig, and now we have to get on this train to get ourselves over to Essen. Doesn't he know I'm vlogging? So here we are. Before we actually get to Essen, we gotta see this beautiful German countryside going north, stopping here in Mainz, and traveling, like I said, into Dusseldorf to stay for Essen. So you know how when you're playing Castles of Burgundy, you've got like 4 different castles that you place on your board, all in the same duchy? I've never really understood that. Why are there so many castles all in one place? But traveling through Germany, I began to understand. Pulling into Cologne here, or Köln, excuse my poor German pronunciation. This is almost at our destination, almost to Dusseldorf where we're staying for Essen. And here you can see the Cologne Cathedral, an absolutely amazing cathedral. This is a World Heritage Site and actually Germany's most visited landmark, attracting an average of 20,000 people a day. I have been one of those 20,000. It's the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe. It's been worked on basically since 1248, so yeah, it's old. So here we are though, we made it to Essen, Germany, specifically the Spielmesse, the convention center for the convention.
It's happening! It's happening! It's now! This is Essen! Spiel!
Here we are walking through Dave and Ilka Luza from Luzapalooza, who you can check out on Twitch, hosting our stay. Here I am noticing something that I want to see as we first walk into the convention hall. I'm walking past this very long line. It is for Ticket to Ride Legacy. These are all the people lined up hoping to get it before it sells out here on the very first day. But that is not what I am here to get very first thing.
That's what I want. I want that sea salt and paper. This is the line. Let's do it.
So here we are with the very first game we had demoed for us, and it's called Monkey See, Monkey Poo. And I'll be honest, if I had known that's what the name of this was, then I don't know if I would have stopped. I didn't realize that the monkey was going to eject from its bowels Play-Doh that you then turn into a ball to then fling at some bananas on this stand for points. I thought they were like Play-Doh coconuts. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't poop. But here we are. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna try it for myself. I'm bad at it. Yeah. But then we went and checked out Tricky Badger, a set collection trick-taking game with incredibly adorable animal art. Check that out. Badgers, hamsters, all kinds of things. Now here's something I really wanted to show you about Essen. There is such a variety of games here. This is a trade show, and it really markets itself in many ways not only to hobbyists, but to German families playing games. And so you can have stands where you're going to have these much more mass market type games right next to, you know, Raccoon Tycoon.
Definitely thought this was a booth for a game, and then I realized, nope, they're selling boba.
Now, there are 6 full halls of exhibitors at Spiel. And one of the amazing things is that you can find games that, as an American at least, I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. Like these from Taiwan Board Game Design Group, or these from Korea in the Korea Pavilion, and we got to try some really fun games. I checked out Taiwan Night Market, a family bidding game. I did not get to actually play it, but take a look at it. I really like how it looked. But I did get to try another game from this designer called Christmas Tree, a really cute Christmas-themed set collection. Really enjoyed it, went home with that one. And here, checking out Woodtopia, and I do not know what the name of that game is, but man, they looked so beautiful. I loved the art. Then we went over to the Horrible Guild booth and did a demo of Sunrise Lane, which is a re-theme of the Knizia game Rondo. It's a very Ticket to Ride style game. If you like Ticket to Ride, I think you will like Sunrise Lane. I really enjoy it, and I came home with a copy of that as well. What is it when you name drop, but it's not actually by saying their name, it's by showing their face? I'm face dropping Tom Vassell there, so yep. Here we are, of course, you know me. I gotta go see the Finer Girl stuff at the Van Ryder booth. And look, they had my promo there. That was pretty cool. It was very crowded this first day of Essen. There was a lot of people. I believe we're in Hall 2 there. Then we went over to one of my favorite people in board game design, Tate Woo, Sunrise Tornado Games. He's designed lots of things, and this is us just checking out a prototype for a game he's testing called Cat's Gambit, a little bit of a chess feel to a cat-themed card lane game. Ooh, more on blueprints of Mad King Ludwig later. Folded Space makes inserts for your game boxes, and here they had this absolutely ridiculous foam core table that they made. It honestly is just, there's something upsetting about the way they look. And here at Randolph Games, we got a sneak peek at an upcoming game called Seaside. You're pulling these wooden tokens out of a bag to set collect and do different actions with them. I really enjoyed it, quick and simple. I can't wait to be able to see more of it. Here we are in Hall 6, just navigating through here on day 2. Now this is a game I really want to try that I still haven't gotten to yet. It's Hickory Dickory in English from Plaid Hat Games. Look at it, it's incredible, and I just love seeing how that was translated to German. Trauma telephone. Yes, dealing with puberty was traumatic. There's more walking through the hall. This is Hall 3. This was the strategy level games, so it was very crowded in there. A lot of what you and I would consider the kind of deep hobby level games, and it was the most crowded hall of all of them, I think. Silver and gold pyramids. Now I love silver and gold pyramids really amps everything up. It makes everything about the game better, and I really hope it comes to North America. Oh, whoops. Oh boy, here we are with Horrible Guild playing Quicksand, a real-time sand timer moving thing. You can't get caught in the sand that's filling up in the thing, and it's frantic, and you're playing cards, and you're flipping things over, and I'm stressed out just watching this clip back. Again, just trying to navigate our way through a crowded hall. Going by the Floodgate Games booth in the background, you can see that there was some decorum back there. Here we are at the Arcan Wonders booth. Now at Gen Con, I saw these Mother Frankenstein puzzle games way last minute. I didn't get to check them out, but I got to look at them a little more here. I'm even more intrigued. They come with physical puzzles. Lim, Reiner Knizia, Push Your Luck dice rolling, incredibly adorable cat art where they're astronauts. Look, there's a planet made out of yarn. What more do you want? She's laughing too hard. She's definitely losing this game, but she doesn't want anyone to know that she's mad about it. Tipperary. I had not played this game. This was so fun. Polyomino tile lane. As you lay them down, you get to activate resources and actions based on where you've laid your tiles. You spin this little spinner to determine which section you choose your tiles from. I loved this game. Oh, and I won this demo. This is a cartel. So that's a puzzle made out of cards, which I just thought was a really interesting idea. So there you go, cartels, check them out. Stich for stich, stick for stick. I don't know how you say this in German. I cannot stop thinking about this game. It's another one I did not bring home because suitcase space is limited, but I wish I had. It's basically deduction, like Clue, mixed with trick taking. So you're playing down tricks and you're trying to figure out who the murderer is and the murder weapon is based on what card wins the trick. It's amazing. If you like that kind of deduction and trick taking, you'll like this game. It's gonna blow your mind.
They look like they got away with a murder.
Back over to Van Ryder, we went here first thing on day 3 to Hall 2 to be able to check out a demo of Garden Guess, an incredibly beautiful abstract strategy game. We popped over to check out Gam City. This is, I would say, oh, I love polyomino tile lane, but this is tangram shapes. You will know one shape that's going to come out that round, and your opponents will each know one shape that's going to come out that round. So you can do some planning. You need to keep your city balanced between city spaces and greenery spaces and fill in your board. And we played it twice. I won both times. It was great. Here at the De Vere booth, checking out their releases for 2024. España 1936 is a new edition of a historical simulation of the Spanish Civil War. Sand is a pick up and deliver game and is part of the Kemushi saga. Daitashi is also part of that saga, kind of a steampunk feel worker placement, I think it's going to be. Here we have cities, and the game I'm most excited about coming out from De Vere next year, Rock Hard 1977, designed by Jackie Fox, who is part of the Runaways. Look it up. That is a prototype box. I'm pumped. Look at that butt. Now again, the halls were organized by category of game. So here we are where there are the trading card games. You can see Pokemon behind me in that same hall. I think this was hall 6. We've got miniatures games you can see happening there. Me trying to not look into the camera. And then also war games. So here we are playing General Orders. I finally got to actually demo it after getting an overview of it at Gen Con. I'm moving some workers. I think I'm doing really well. Ha ha ha. Take that, Matthew. And then he plays a counterattack card on me right as I'm putting my camera away. Warhammer, look at those cool little painting stations people can paint and take away with them, minis. And you know you're in the RPG section when you see all the beautiful Gemstone Dice displays. Oh look, everything I could ever want in a tabletop RPG. A druid wedding otter. Perfection. It's Zoo Tycoon, the board game. I had to stop and look at this one because it made me think of my very good friend Nick Murphy, who loves Zoo Tycoon, the Planet Zoo, Roller Coaster Tycoon, those computer games. And here, look how beautiful and deluxified this is. Look at those animal pieces. It is not an inexpensive game, but it looks really interesting. Look at our weird AI hands. I did not get to learn anything about this, but look at this. I'm a sucker for a gimmick, and this looks great. 5-minute mystery. The BGG page says it is a high-intensity, deductive mystery game in which players work together to find a culprit hidden in a lineup of suspects. Now, this was a surprise hit, I think, of the con from a small Spanish publisher, Zombie Paella, Rebel Princess trick-taking game. I cannot wait to one day actually get my hands on this. We were able to sneak in a demo, but it was sold out. And I'm sorry for the strobing light that is happening. In some of these halls, the lighting is strobier than others. Here we are. I told you we'd come back to blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. Look at all the blueprints everyone's made. And look at that eraser and that pencil sharpener. That eraser actually works really well. I had to erase multiple times. It's so cool. You lay the card underneath your little translucent paper and you can trace it and color it in. It works so well. I am so excited for the retail release of this game. I love Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and I really love what Blueprint seems to be doing. Yet another racing game. We have so many racing games that have come out this year. Rim Racers from Corvus Belli. Those cool like video game controller type player boards. Just wandering the hall again, another day, another con, another crowd of people to move through. Here I am spotting something interesting. Solani, an abstract tile lane and drafting game for 1 to 4 players about putting constellations in the sky. I adore how it looks. I wish we had had a chance to sit down and try this one. It's on my radar. I'm gonna have to check it out at some point. Shout out to that guy. So, of course, on the last day of the convention, with like an hour left before everything closes, of course, I spot a bunch of things that I hadn't seen yet that I wish I could have checked out. This is one of them, Kelte. And then look at this very cool German ceramics company. Look at this amazing, this is some of the coolest gamer-related stuff I have seen like this. This kitchenware, mugs, salt and pepper shakers, Salz und Pfeffer. all themed for meeples and pawns and different gaming things. I loved this, and if I had been able to bring any of this home without it breaking in my suitcase, I would have bought things at this booth. So you can start to see people cleaning up here. The halls are emptying out, much less crowded on this last day of the convention. Right here toward the end, we're starting to make our way out of the halls. And I want to show you, I did not get to show you the gallery while it was crowded because it was too crowded. But this is the galleries all empty and cleaned up. Well, cleaned up is a loose phrase. Here on the last day, normally this is where some of the different food stalls and other activities are. There's normally no room to move around in here, but today we could spin around, all kinds of room. Here we go, coming on back through this hall. You can see Blem in the background there again, the Cosmos booth. You can tell it's end of con. I am fascinated by the process of booths being cleaned up and put away before the general public actually is not allowed to be in the convention center anymore. So that's why I always include it in these vlogs. One last weird AI laughing art image. And here we go. Goodbye, weird gamers having way too much fun. Goodbye. Goodbye, Spiel. Goodbye, Essen. Goodbye, Germany. Goodbye, you. Have happy games.